All right, everybody. Hello. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Here we are. So we have 3 cards. I was trying to shuffle and get it on camera, but in doing so, I had to get up and end the live. So this is the card that came out as I was shuffling. This is the Justice card connected to Libra specifically, which is why Homegirl here is holding the Libra sign. This is about balance. This is about justice when there's an injustice. So I do not know who this is for, but if you are here, I hope that there's a nugget of inspiration or clarity for you. And if you are not here, my hope is that the intention is launched. You will find this as you're scrolling. 3 cards. I'm talking to a divine masculine, the king. This is an elder in terms of energy, somebody who has been there, done that, sees the bullshit coming, somebody who can forecast what is about to play out, what is about to unfold. Kings are generally, again, elders, older, and I say elder, I'm not talking like a rickety 80-year-old person, although I could be talking to somebody who's 80. But this feels more like late 30s, early 40s and up, okay? So I'm definitely talking to somebody here who's very masterful in their emotions, their ability to communicate and articulate how they feel. This is connected to my water sign. So Cancer specifically is this card, but for shits and giggles, we're just going to throw it out there. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. This is connected to how you feel about a situation and also how you communicate, how you feel. This is about not being afraid to be vulnerable and using your vulnerability and seeing it not as a weakness, but as a strength, okay? There's something here for somebody about being in power, being in control with your honest truth. I have to say truth because now we're going to segue into this card real quick. Also, we have the High Priestess, which is a very, very intuitive card. I would say highly psychic, highly sensitive card. This is about you know what you know. So you need to honor what you know. And don't let this get in the way of what this is telling you, okay? This is your inner compass. This is connected to earth energy. So I could be speaking to an earth element. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We have air here, as we already said, Libra, people are jumping in. And then we have my water people, but Cancer specifically. So when I look at this message from a superficial perspective, there's something here about there's injustice. Somebody could be lying. Somebody could be manipulating. Someone could be trying to take advantage. All of those things, let me go up to 11. All of those things that come into play when we start talking about money, when we start talking about court systems, when we start talking about values, people's moral and ethical compass. The Libra is, I would say, a powerhouse, however, or though is what I was going to say, of diplomacy. So there's something here about truth be told. There's a matter, there is a situation, there is an issue here that is playing itself out. And it could be an air sign getting rather emotional. It could be the water sign getting rather emotional, or the earth sign getting rather worked up about something. And again, you are going to hold somebody accountable. So this is a divine masculine, divine male. So let me just say this. That does not mean this is not for my ladies. Maybe your husband is divine masculine, divine male, alpha male, okay? Maybe you are connected to someone who is of the elder spectrum, who is going through a situation, and this is their story. So once again, in conclusion, this is about moral sensitivity, doing the right thing, approaching a situation morally and ethically with a sense of integrity. So understand this, karmically, energetically, what you put out, you get back. So in other words, treat others, do unto others as you would have done to you. So once again, this could also be touching on themes of legal matters, something to do with law. Could be somebody who owns a business. I'm feeling like banking, could have something to do with finances. We don't have pentacles on the table, but there is something connected to money, because when people are going to court and suing other people, unless it's a relationship, like some kind of tumultuous separation or division, what else do people take people to court for? Money, contracts, assets, anything to do with money, unfair solutions, somebody being wronged, right? So there's something here about encouraging you to be fair, tell the truth, or at least your version of the truth. If you have been wronged, this card is saying, yes, trust the process And it will bring you relief because you are going to learn all the facts about whatever this situation is if you don't already know the facts. And how is that going to manifest? Because you're going to have a conversation. Remember, this is about communication. The king is about having those emotional, challenging, tough conversations where the truth will surface. You will learn, come into some kind of knowledge. Let's just wrap up here with the 2, which is the high priestess. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting or leaving anything out. She has all the answers. She guides you to your gut. This is about reflection. Take a moment to reflect and pause before you fucking come at somebody. Take a moment to gather all of your facts like they do in a case before you come down with the hammer of this is what the consequence is going to be, okay? So the high priestess is reminding for whoever this is for, if this is your story, if this is landing with you, she's reminding you to sometimes just have a moment of pause or be still. That doesn't mean be passive aggressive, or that doesn't mean to lay down and let people stomp all over you. It just means take a second to gather yourself, right? Because emotions can be running high. And when we're emotional, we're not thinking logically. We're thinking irrationally. Okay, so there's something here about trusting your intuition and allowing that access to guide you to whatever this truth and this solution is going to be. That is the reading. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you later this week. Have a brilliant weekend. Take care.